Hi everyone, this is your math guru. In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve the following trigonometry in triangles for 3D revision question. Please don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button below for more easy to understand math concepts. We have the figure below represents a triangular right prism with BA equals the line BC, which is equal to 5 units, and the angle ABC is equal to 50 degrees, and the angle FAC equals 25 degrees. The first part of the question says, determine the area of triangle ABC. Before I start solving, I'm going to put in all the values be stated in the question into the diagram. So we have the side BA is equal to the side BC, and we've been given that to be 5 units. Then we have the angle ABC as shown equals 50 degrees. Then we have the angle FAC equals, that's a tiny angle there, 25 degrees. So therefore, in order to determine the area of triangle ABC, I'll start by drawing out triangle ABC as shown. So I have all the sides labeled. We have A, B, and C, with AB equal to BC, and we have that as 5 units. The angle at B is 50 degrees. Therefore, in order to determine the area, we have area of triangle ABC equals, I'm going to use the formula, half times the product of the sides obtained in the angle. So we have half times AB times BC, and then times the sine of the angle being subtended by the sides, that's sine B. Putting in my values, I have that as half times 5 times 5 times sine at B, that's angle 50 degrees. And if I slot that into my calculator to 2 decimal points, I have 9.58 square units. The second part of my question says, calculate the length of the side AC. So I'm going to use the same diagram for my second question. To find AC, I'm going to use the cosine rule that states that AC squared is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides, that's AB squared plus BC squared, minus the product of the sides, 2 times AB times BC, times the cos of the angle subtended by the two sides, that's cos B. Putting in my values, I have that as 5 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 5 times 5 times cos of the angle at B, that's cos 50 degrees. That's equal to 5 squared for 5 squared, that's 25 plus 25. I have 50 minus 2 times 5 times 5, that's 50 cos of 50 degrees. So if I punch that in, I'm going to have AC squared equals 17.86 to 2 decimal places. And in order to find AC, I'm going to find the square root of both sides. Therefore, the distance AC equals 4.23 to 2 decimal places units. And then going to the last part of the question, and determine the height FC of the prism. In order to do that, I'm going to use the triangle AFC as highlighted. So if I draw that out, I have a right angle triangle as shown. I have the point C, that's my right angle. I have F and A. Note that in the previous question, I was able to get the distance AC to be 4.23 units. And then that's a right angle I'm looking for. I have the angle at A that's given in the question. That's FAC is 25 degrees. So I have that as 25 degrees. So therefore, to find FC, I'll start by labeling all the sides of my triangle. I'll be using my trig ratio. So the side facing my angle, that's my opposite, or the longest side, or the side facing my right angle, is my hypotenuse, and the last side is my adjacent. So if you go back to the question, the side I'm looking for O, that's the opposite. And because I have O and A, that's tangent. So the trig ratio I'm using will be tan of A. Tan is opposite over adjacent. And in this case, that will be my FC over adjacent is AC. So putting in my values, I have tan of 25 degrees equals FC, that's the missing side, over AC, 4.23. Therefore, my FC will be equal to multiplying both sides by 4.23. So I have 4.23 times tan of 25 degrees. And leaving that to two decimal places, I have 1.97 units. Thanks for watching. Bye.